What's the deal, man? What's the deal? Welcome back to the channel. As always, I know it's been a long time. I feel like I say that every time I get into this video. Every time I upload a video, I feel like I say that every single video. But Lord, your girl be busy, okay? And I say it every time. I'm gonna try my best to upload videos. But I think like I'm really gonna stick to YouTube because every other platform is like banning me or giving me warnings that they gonna ban me or whatever. But that's neither here nor there. Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. It kept get me on the algorithm. Make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying, make engagement in the comment section down below and give me a video to make for the next video, y'all, for real. But in today's video, I'm gonna just break down how I traded an all USD pair. I don't normally trade Forex pairs, but I'm like trying to find a Forex pair that I could just fully focus on just one. And I kind of like the way that this all USD move. And I took this trade, what's today, Friday? I think I took it Wednesday. I took this trade Wednesday. But as y'all see, I've started on the daily time frame. And with the daily time frame, what I like to do is I like to look at the highs and the lows of the daily candlestick. So this little dotted line is where I entered the market at. I already put that on the thing so we can have that clear and understanding. First and foremost, I do not have a replay mode on here because I just don't have it and I'm not paying for it. So, but this is where my entry was all the way up here. And I also put a screenshot up on the screen so y'all can see as well. But I like to mark my daily highs and lows. So as y'all can see, like on a lower time frame, well, on a higher time frame, we got like it was a big downtrend going on here, and then price came up, pulled back, and created and broke this structure right here, which is creating it into a uptrend. It was in a previous downtrend, but after it broke this structure right here, it created this candlestick created a uptrend, making higher highs, which is here. Higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And when I got inside of this trade, price was currently sitting at this level right here. So this where price currently was when I was at the level of entry. And this is why, excuse me, this is why I like to mark my highs and lows when it comes to the daily time frame. So I used this candlestick as my high. And the reason why I used it as a high was because this candlestick, this daily candlestick, this never happened. We're gonna pretend like this whole red candle never happened. But this candlestick was not further or not higher than the previous one. So if price would have closed above this whole candlestick, then it would have gave me an indication that that high has been broken. So I use that as my daily high, and then I use this as the daily low right here. So I got my daily high and my daily low. So then I go down to a lower time frame, which is a 4-hour, keeping in mind that we are in a uptrend, okay? And I did take a sell, but it was like going against the trend. But I suggest not to take a sell if you're not familiar with how to get in and get out of the market when you should or whatever. Because if you don't, then you'll really fuck yourself. Pardon my language, but that's just what it is. Okay. So price was currently sitting at this area when I got in. I think it was around this candlestick right here. So I also use this tool called the fixed volume range. And it's basically, it gives you like an indication on where the most money is sitting at in the market at that time. So if I was to use this indicator right here, currently it's going to give me a different price. It's going to say prices down here because that's where the market is at. Well, it's Saturday, it was Friday, but this is where the most money was sitting at before the market closed. However, if I use this tool, and it's the same tool, but it's in a different location. So if you find it, you could find it in, hold on, wait, that's not right. Hold on. Join. Okay, so you can find it on the side, which is right here, and then it's all the way at the bottom called fixed range volume, and I just add it to my favorites like that. So that's what I did for that. So it's basically two of them you can use. It's up to you on how you use it. Or made a mistake. Okay, so I used this tool and I dragged it from my lowest point to my highest point, which was here. And it showed me that price, the most money was sitting in this area. I like to use this tool for like a supply and demand zones too, because it's accurate. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the most accurate. And this means that price will always come back to this level. So as we in an uptrend, of course we're expecting another low, because once price comes up, once price comes up, it has to push back down to push back up if we in an uptrend, right? So when price came up and reached that daily high, I was expecting price to pull back before it continued to go up. Okay, so that's what we did. We waited for price to get up here towards this daily high, and I marked my first take profit. You can say my first take profit on a 4 hour. So you always want to follow the higher time frames when you are setting your analysis, or whatever you want to call it, when you setting a take profit or whatever. You want to follow those key levels on the higher time frames because it's the most accurate. So that's what I did on that. And then on a 4 hour, on a 1 hour, pardon me, I just used the same tool for my 1 hour. So I'll take that tool and I'll drag it from the low to the high. And on a 1 hour is giving me the same indication that price is the most money is sitting in that area. So I marked that down as a key level, right? So as I marked that down as a key level, all I did was went down to a lower time frame, right? And you can do this in the uptrend too, because it works in both ways. As long as you mark your highs and your lows, your daily high and your daily low, it works like magic. It really works like magic. It's almost like you're not even thinking about it. So once I did get into this trade like out of session. Let's see, session trade. So all of this had happened. This whole drop or whatever happened. So I got in after the break. So I used the line chart as well to help me mark up my zones, because it's the most accurate, as you can see, without having all the wicks confusing you or whatever. But I waited for price to break this low. So once it broke this low, I was already set in my head that price was going to continue to go down to this zone. So once it broke that low, that's when I got in, and I put my stops literally right above this high. Let me be correct. See where I put my stop at. So my stop was at 68885. 68885. 68885. My stops are really good. 68885. Okay, my stops are somewhere around this area, whatever. Boom. Okay. And then my take profit was down here. My take profit was at 67200. 67200. 67200. 67200. 67200. Was around this area right here. Okay. So as y'all can see, price actually went further than what I was expecting it to go. And I'll actually put a screenshot up on the screen so y'all can see like my entry and my stop loss and my take profit. But this is the accurate trade that I took, and it's well over how many points or pips? I'm sorry. This is like, what, 130 points, 130 pips. I'm sorry. I'm so used to trading nines. But 130 pips or whatever on this trade, and I only risked $30, and I gained $400 off of this trade, which is actually like a good trade for me to not really trade like Forex pairs. Like I don't trade Forex pairs, so the fact that this entry was so clutch, like, and it literally was no drawdown. Like when it came to here, it literally was no drawdown. So that's that. All I did was basically looked at the higher time frames, and I went down to a lower time frame, and then I just executed my entry, and I make sure that I risk minimum of the trade, and make sure that you have that in mind before you even take the trade. Make sure you want to know You want to know how much you're risking before you take the trade. Where's your take profit, and when's your stop loss? So you want to make sure you have those 3 things in mind before you even take a trade. And as y'all can see, like price has even smashed past the daily low, which is actually a good thing, because let me take these off, because it went past the daily low, which means it has created a new low. It has created a new low. So if we go down to, a daily time frame, we go up to a daily time frame, we can see, if we switch to a line chart, we can see that price is crossing below. Price is below this overall low right here. So this is where price decided to break its area, which was once a support, and it's clearly below that daily. If you pay attention, it's clearly below the daily support level, and now it is created a resistance, basically. So if we're looking at this chart, I'm assuming or expecting price to drop down to one of these levels right here. But however, I'm gonna choose this one because that's just the most accurate, and or it could be this level right here, and price is already sitting at this level right here. So all of this could be like a complete pullback, because we were in the uptrend. But however, all it takes is just like, we have to wait and be patient. So if we take the low to the high, we can see that the furthest it can go would be around this area right here. Would be around this area right here. So all you have to do is just continue to wait and be patient and see what the market gives you. So the overall low would be here around 64,360 area. This is the overall low. So if price continue to break lows, which here, if price breaks this low, you can expect price to come to this level here, right? This is on the daily time frame, and it's the most accurate because it's a higher time frame. Y'all gotta pay attention to the higher time frames, all right? And then if price breaks this level, you can expect price to come here, right? And then if price breaks this level, you can expect price to come down to this level. More than likely, I'm not gonna pay attention to these levels until it breaks this level, and then that's when I'll take my my trade. I'll enter my trade, and then I'll just have my take profit all the way down here. But